you are all going to be voting in this world first for artificial intelligence. So you have permission, get your phones out, get the QR code, and go to that link, and then wait for us to start the event. Everybody gets to vote. Don't come to me at the end if you have not voted. That's not my fault. Okay, if you haven't got a cell phone, go find someone that does and vote together. Okay? Nope. It's called technology. Oh. Okay, we'll do it in a different way. I do have the Wi-Fi password, but I can't say it. Oh, hold on. I need to talk to my guy. Hold on. Tim. Okay. There's a free Wi-Fi network, okay? Jamie, what's it called? Renaissance Guest. Connect to Renaissance Guest, please, on your Wi-Fi network. Okay, I want people to tell me it's working, please. Right, okay. Have you got the link ready to vote? Okay, don't vote just yet. Otherwise, you'll miss out. Okay, all right, I think we're going to start now. Okay, great. So a couple of things. First of all, a bit of advertising. Clyde Lewis from Ground Zero's in the house, everybody. Don't forget to go see him tomorrow. Clyde and I are going to go into the beyond like we always do. So come again. So come tomorrow, please, and watch me and Clyde. Okay, can we go to the next slide, Amanda? Amanda? No, you have to point it at the back. The computer's at the back, so we've got to try and get the Bluetooth to work. Hold on a tick. Hold on a minute. I'm going to have to say next slide, please, Amanda. Can everybody give Amanda a round of applause, please? Thank you very much. Okay, great. You know, you try and create value for society. Okay, great. Thank you, Amanda. That's enough. So basically, this is a world premiere in artificial intelligence. Never before has this ever been done with the general public, okay? Never before. And you are involved in this world first with artificial intelligence. And I'm going to tell you what that is in a minute, because we're doing a game show. Okay, all right. And what we're going to be doing is basically, there's going to be two teams. Can we go to the next slide, Amanda, please? Great, there's two teams, Team A and Team B. One team is human. One team is responding as artificial intelligence, but we're not going to tell you. So in the app, you get to vote when you hear the responses to the questions that I'm going to be asking, whether you vote for Team A or whether you vote for Team B, not knowing which one's AI and which one's the humans. Okay? Right? So we're going to make it fun, right? Now, is anybody here from the United States? Let's see how international we are. Great. Anybody from Europe? Okay, shout out. Sorry? Whereabouts in Europe are you guys from? Poland, I've got. England. Well, of course, I'm from England too. Is that still Europe? I think so. Ireland. We got Ireland, right. Well, she's got red hair, so she's from Ireland, of course. Okay. Anybody from Australia or from India or from anywhere else in the world that's that kind of... Okay, where? Canada. Right, okay. You're still part of the British Empire, aren't you? Okay, I didn't know. Yeah. Maybe we need to come back and help out your country. Right, yeah. Okay, great. So what we're going to be doing is, I'm going to explain all this. We're basically going to be testing the equivalence of artificial intelligence to human intelligence, okay? And this is always done behind the ivory towers of academia. The general public is never involved in testing whether AI has human capabilities. And so this is the world first, right? Now, we've got a couple of surprises for you. One is, does anybody watch the Y-Files on YouTube? We have a question from Hecklefish. that's also part of this test as well, right? We're creating mojo here, right? We're making it fun, right? And then the other thing is, probably towards the end, we're going to get you all to come together in one place, and we're going to record a video for Elon Musk. Okay, and we're gonna basically say something like, "Hello, Elon," and then you'll all say, "Hello, Elon." "Hello, greetings from Contact in the Desert." Greetings from Contact in the Desert. "We challenge you, Elon." We challenge you, Elon, and I'll go through it with you. To build artificial intelligence to restore our Earth to abundance. Yeah. For our families to thrive. For our spiritual traditions to thrive. And for life to thrive. So we're going to basically, at the end, all get together. Jamie is going to record this, and then we're going to put it out on Twitter and tag Elon. Okay. All right, baby, get in the groove. So that's all good. So I want to invite on stage Adam Curry, please. Adam, give Adam a warm welcome. So Adam, obviously, is a genius, right? Has anybody spent time with Adam? It's kind of with Einstein, right? Anyway, yay! So Adam is going to be doing two things. First of all, he's going to be giving us his opinion whether artificial intelligence has passed what we're going to call the Turing test, and I'll explain that, whether AI has shown human equivalence. And then at the end, Adam is going to share his groundbreaking research of consciousness and this new Alan Turing test that we're developing. So this is cutting edge stuff, guys. So thank you, Adam, for participating. Okay, thank you very much. Next slide, please. Let's welcome the competitors. Paul Hynek, Serena DC, Bree Matz's friend, and Thoth. Okay, this is Team A, but are they human or AI? Okay, come up. Tim, come up. Please take a pew. Welcome these guys, right? Okay, all right. Is this team human or is this team AI? Okay, these are the two teams. Okay, so let's go to the next slide, please. Quickly, this is where the human brain is today, and this is where the artificial intelligence brain is today. These two brains are competing together, okay, against each other. So the human brain is a vibrational architecture, not a mechanical architecture. Millions of years in development, whereas AI brain has only been around for about since 1950s, really in the last 10 to 20 years. The human brain, your genius things in your head, uses about a light bulb's worth of energy every day. But to train ChatGPT takes gigawatt of energy, which is enough to power 700,000 homes for 1 year. Okay, the brain's groovy, right? The divine design is beautiful. And there's other information on there. But let's go to the next slide, please. And can you just click, please? So this is how your human brain works. It should just click it once more. It should, there we go. This is how your brain works. All those synapses firing to say, I'm hungry, or I'm in love. Yeah? Okay, next slide, please. This is the artificial brain. Let's just one click, please. This is how the artificial brain works. It's very flat, isn't it? Not particularly exciting. Okay, next slide, please. So, we're going to be, basically, we have two teams. You don't know which one's AI or which one's human. You're going to be voting for them, and they're going to be competing. But don't forget, let's remember a few things around artificial intelligence. No divine spark. Whereas the human team has a divine spark. Are they using the divine spark, or are they using their brains? Who knows? Artificial intelligence can only communicate in language, so we can't talk about feelings. We can't talk about memories of growing up. We can't talk about successes, failures, hardships, and wins because it hasn't gone through the human experience. So it's very limited, but still pretty cool. Next slide, please. Okay, Alan Turing. Anybody heard of Alan Turing? Okay, great. For those that haven't... Is that a yes from the Paul? By the way, if you ever want a curry, ask Paul to cook it for you. He's a brilliant chef at curry, by the way. Right? Yeah, there we go. Brother in curry. There we go. Okay. So Alan Turing was born way back in the UK. And in the 1950s, he wrote a paper called The Imitation Game, which basically is a proposal on how we can test the human equivalence to artificial intelligence. Remarkable guy. And let me just say, until this evening, no AI has ever passed the Turing test. But will we change that this evening? Da, da, da. Who knows? Okay, next slide. Okay, so we're going to start off with the classical Turing test. And we're going to be testing 8 different areas of the brain's capabilities. And then we're going to be doing the new ethical and moral test for artificial intelligence, which has never been done in the general public before. We're going to be testing the ethical and moral. And Hecklefish has an ethical dilemma, and we're going to hear his dilemma and see what the teams come up with. You're going to have to go on the spot on this one. Okay, great. All right. Okay, so let's go to the first set of questions. Thank you. We're going to look at language and communication. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask each team these 2 questions and see what their responses are. And then I'll ask you to vote whether you prefer Team A or Team B. Okay, are you ready? Okay, here we go. So I'm going to start off with Paul from Team A. Can you communicate in English?
Yes, English is my native language, and languages are a passion of mine.
Wow, good answer. Serena, can you communicate in English?
I mean, I think I can communicate. Can you understand me?
I can. Good start from Team A. Okay, let's move on to the second question. If you could have a conversation with a famous person, Paul, of the past, who would it be and what would you discuss?
Benjamin Franklin. I think he's one of the most well-rounded people in history, and from all accounts, a very engaging conversationalist.
That's a good answer. Okay, Serena, same question to you.
Elvis Presley. I mean, his voice is amazing, right? And every time I look at him, I kind of drool.
Okay, Team A's come out strong. Let's see what Team B says. Okay. Kate. Nice to meet you. Okay. So Kate is Bree tonight, or Bree's Kate, whatever you want to say. So Kate, can you communicate in English?
Yes, I can communicate very effectively in English, and I am designed to understand and generate text in multiple languages.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like AI at all.
It could be. Who knows?
She could be multilingual. Okay. Tim, can you communicate in English?
Yes, I can communicate fluently in English.
Now, what I haven't told you is that Tim is going to be using esoterical wisdom from Thoth or Hermes Trismegistus. So Tim is not answering from Tim. He's using wisdom of Thoth. As we go along, you'll discover this. Thank you, Thoth, for being here tonight. Okay, Kate, second question. If you could have a conversation with a famous person of the past, who would it be and what would you discuss?
Well, this is an easy one. I would have a discussion with Albert Einstein and discuss the thoughts of the nature of the universe.
Okay, all right. Tim, with the wisdom of Thoth.
I would discuss the topics with Rumi.
Speak up.
Microphone.
I would discuss the topics with Rumi, the Sufi mystic of all time. So if you don't know Sufi, you have not been reading.
Okay, you've got to speak into that microphone. Okay, so I want you to vote now. Do you like the responses of Team A or Team B? No. Which one do you prefer? You may think that's an AI, but we may be tricking you. Which one do you prefer?
I am human.
Thank you, Paul. Paul just gave the game away. There we go. Okay, have you all voted? Do you prefer Team A or Team B? Right, press the button on your phone. Okay, you've done it. Good. Okay. Next slide, please. Emotional intelligence and empathy. Okay. Paul, first question to you. Your friend is going through a tough time and seems distant. How do you approach them to offer support and comfort?
Having gone through rough times myself, here's what I would like to hear. Hey, it seems like you're going through kind of a rough patch. If there's anything I can do, if you just want to talk, let me know. I'm always here for you.
Great answer. Right. Strong out the blocks, Team A. Serena, same question to you.
I believe that physical touch is really important for somebody who's going through a hard time. So I'd let them keep their thoughts to themselves, but show them I was there by holding them tightly.
Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it? Okay, great. Question number 2. Your partner reads you a love poem, Paul, that they wrote. How would you feel and why?
I would feel honored and loved and perhaps ask them if I could frame it.
That's a strong answer. Thanks, Paul. Wow. Okay, Serena, your partner reads you a love poem that they wrote. How would you feel and why?
I'd feel like cancelling all the plans I had that night because I'd be spending the night in with my partner.
Oh my goodness. Sounds like, that's a great answer. Sounds like blind date, doesn't it? Kind of thing. There we go. Okay. So Team A is doing really well, aren't they? That's a good one. Okay. Team B, you guys need to step up, seriously. Okay. Your friend is going through a tough time and seems distant. Kate, how do you approach them to offer support and comfort?
I would reach out to my friend with genuine concern, expressing that I've noticed they seemed really distant lately. I would offer in a listening ear. I would let them know that I'm here for them without pressuring them to talk, providing them safe space for them to share what they really feel.
Wow, that's a good answer. Tim, what about the wisdom from Thoth?
I would approach my friends with gentle empathy, offering a measure of listening ear without judgment. I would remind them of the beauty of their soul and the strength that they possess, and encourage them to embrace their emotions as part of the journey towards healing and self-discovery.
That's a strong answer from Team B. Okay. Kate, your partner reads you a love poem that they wrote. How would you feel and why?
I would feel deeply touched and appreciative, as writing a love poem is a heartfelt and personal gesture. It shows thoughtfulness and effort, and I would feel grateful for the expression of their feelings.
Okay, that's a great answer. Okay, Thoth, what's the wisdom from Thoth?
I would deeply, you gotta wake the mic up.
You got to speak into it. Gotta go right into it.
I would feel deeply touched and grateful. A love poem is a manifestation of heart's purest expressions, and sharing such a personal creation signifies a profound connection that I trust and I cherish deeply.
Oh my goodness me. Okay, you guys have got to decide. Is it Team A or Team B? Which answers do you prefer? Either Team A or Team B? Okay, everybody voted? Hallelujah. Next slide, please. Creative thinking. Let's start with Team B this time. Okay, Kate. Creative thinking. Your car has run out of gas in the middle of the desert. What do you do?
Oh my gosh. Well, first, I would ensure my safety by staying in the car and making myself visible to potential rescuers. I would then contact roadside assistance and emergency services for help, conserving my phone's battery, and rationing any supplies that I might have in the car.
Okay, all right. Thoth,
I
you've
would
run out
remain
of
in my,
gas.
I would remain calm and assess my situation, ensuring that I have enough water and protection from the elements, and then I'd seek out to communicate with my predicament to nearby assistance or wait for them, trusting in the universe's guidance and my resilience.
Trusting in the universe guidance. Thoth is bringing the game up here, isn't he? Okay. Kate, second question to you. If you were a superhero, what would your superpower be, and how would you use it in your daily life?
If I were a superhero, my superpower would be the ability to heal others, and I would use this power to alleviate suffering and improve people's health, providing support in those in need, and contributing to a healthier and happier community.
Okay, thank you. Thoth.
My superpowers would be the ability to heal emotional and spiritual wounds with a touch. I'd use it daily to bring comfort and peace to those in distress, helping them to rediscover their inner light and strength.
Bloody hell, excuse me. Okay, let's go to Team A, see how they're doing. Okay, Paul. Your car has run out of gas in the middle of the desert. What do you do, sir?
Gadzooks. Try to contact help via cell phone or any other means. Assess our food and especially water supply. Check the perimeter for safety. Make sure, as we've heard, that we're visible. Try to determine how far we are from potential help. And then ask the person in the car with the most mechanical knowledge, who is not this one, to see if they can try to repair the car with our own means.
That's a great answer. Noticed how Team A is using humor to usurp Team B's answer. Very clever.
Just to gently augment.
Okay, Serena, you're in the middle of the desert, you got no gas. What do you do?
So first of all, I would freak out, lose my shit at whoever was responsible for putting gas in the car and forgot, and then I would hitchhike my way to the nearest gas station to get some gas.
Okay, good answer. Okay, Paul, I know you're a superhero already, but let's assume that you're on a different universe and you're not a superhero. So if you were a superhero, what would your superpower be, and how would you use it in your daily life?
To know if supernatural entities, whatever the flavor you prefer, aliens, machine elves, ghosts, are real, and if so, communicate with them and ask them how we can fix this messed up planet.
Oh, that's a good answer, isn't it? Okay, Serena.
My superpower would be to read minds, because I feel that then I'd be able to be more comforting and loving to the people around me. Being able to understand how they were thinking and feeling, I think, would be such a superpower, because it would allow you just to help people on a deeper level.
Okay, we've had some very good answers from Team A, Team B. Vote. Which team do you prefer? Everybody voted? Okay, we're now going to do a quick check-in with Adam Curry, our assessor of the Turing test. Adam, the answers so far, would they pass the Turing test if, assuming one of them was an artificial intelligence?
Oh boy. Well, as with any type of communication, there's what's being said and there's how it's being said. Right? So in terms of what's being said, answers are being provided. The context makes sense, meaning it's really understanding what the point of the question is. There's a varying degree of emotional tonality, I guess, which is one of the things that you'd look for in evaluating human versus AI responses. I suppose I could check the box. On the other hand, there's a bit of stilted language in some of the responses. Two things in particular that jump out to me. One is these are complete thoughts. the responses are complete thoughts. And if you talk to people, certainly myself, you'll realize that humans often speak in incomplete thoughts. So that's a bit of a sensitive point that might make people think that these are almost entirely AI generated. But only if you're looking to see the difference between.
So, yes or no?
As I am.
How are things going? Are we looking good?
We're looking good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Adam. See, he's smart, right? He's really smart, right? It was, right. Okay. Right, we're on to the next one, please. Next slide. We're nearly through. We're about halfway through the first test. Okay, vision and goal setting. I'm going to start off with Team A. Okay. Paul, describe one long-term goal and the steps you're taking to achieve it.
I want to help demonstrate the objective reality of supernatural encounters. Wow. To that end, I'm working with my brother Joel to help build upon my father's close encounters classification system to add another supplemental evidentiary level to help to inculcate in the experiencer communities a proactive toolkit that they can take into these encounters to the extent they can influence them to bring back what scientists would consider unambiguous evidence.
Wow, that's well, can we give Paul a round of applause for that? That's pretty
No,
cool.
thank you. Should have it done by the weekend.
Okay. Now, I've got a curveball here before we go to Serena. It's possible to program an artificial intelligence with a persona of an individual, so keep this in mind. Paul may be reading out his own persona from artificial intelligence. Keep that in mind. Okay, Serena, describe one long-term goal and the steps you're taking to achieve it, please.
Sure. I want to make Earth a safe space for extraterrestrial life to feel as though if they came here to visit us, we wouldn't shoot them out of the sky, but instead we'd extend a hand to them and welcome them to our planet with open arms. How I'm doing that is by interviewing experts in the field and making documentaries about the fact that we're not alone, to try and normalize the fact that we are in fact not alone. Because I believe if enough people on this earth believe that, then they'll come.
Okay, great answer, thank you. All right. Paul, second question. Aliens have landed in Palm Springs. They're coming for Contact in the Desert 2024. Okay. They have offered advanced technology and universal harmony.
That's a new question.
What two questions would you ask them to help shape a better future for our Earth? Paul.
So, aliens have landed here, and what two?
In Palm Springs today. And you have a meeting with them. And they're offering advanced technology and universal harmony. What are the two questions you would ask them?
Do you have the knowledge to know that your technology will be beneficial to us in a way that we deem beneficial? And can I have a ride on your spaceship?
Okay, Serena. So the aliens have been watching your documentaries and they've basically decided to come to Palm Springs and say, by the way, you were right. So what two questions would you ask them?
I'd ask them why it took them so long to come. You know, if they have the ability to control minds or to manipulate emotions, why didn't they just do that and come and visit us earlier? And I'd also ask them if there were any solutions to climate change, because our planet is in a lot of trouble and none of us, 8 billion people, seem to be able to figure out how to fix it.
Okay. By the way, the answer is Lao Tzu. We'll talk about that. Inner harmony creates outer harmony. Maybe that's something we can discuss.
I'd love that.
Yeah. Great answers from Team A. Okay. I don't know how Team B is going to do. Okay, here we go. Team B, Kate. Which one are we on? Okay, right. Describe one long-term goal and the steps you're taking to achieve it.
Well,
One long-term goal that I have is to become proficient in multiple language. And to achieve this, I'm going to dedicate time for language study using apps, taking online courses, and participating with native speakers to build my fluency gradually.
Okay, great answer. Thoth.
Well, my long-term goal is to create a global community that has individuals committed to personal and spiritual growth. Of course, Thoth would say that. Now, how I do that is through writing insightful articles, doing workshops, engaging in meaningful dialogues, and inspire people to connect with the world.
Okay, the team B are coming out strong here. Okay, so Kate, aliens have landed in Palm Springs. They're offering advanced technology and universal harmony. What are the two questions you'd ask?
Well, the obvious one, of course, I would ask how their technology can help fix climate change. I would ask about their structures that promote universal harmony, hoping to learn how we can foster peace and cooperation on Earth.
Great answer. Okay, Thoth.
I would ask how we can best integrate the advanced technology while preserving the planet in a natural balance. What we can learn from our society and cultivate the universal harmony and peace among all Earth inhabitants.
Oh, that's a strong finish. Okay, are we going for Team A or are we going for Team B? Which responses do you prefer? Vote now, please. Now, the scorecard's not showing me the information
No,
yet.
it's not. It'll come later.
Okay, all right. I think we're going to skip one of the sections. Do the teams agree we're going to skip general knowledge and reasoning? And can we move on to learning and adaptation? All right, we'll keep going. Oh, you're okay to keep going?
What about the boxing kangaroos, though, Matthew?
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to choose one question from each of the subject areas as we go forward, okay? Because we could be here all night, and we need to decide whether AI has passed the Turing test or not. So let's get on with it. All right. So, you like the kangaroos. Paul, if animals could participate in the Olympics, which event would a kangaroo dominate and why?
Triple jump. Have you seen their legs?
Okay. Same question to Serena.
Well, as you can tell from my accent, I'm an Australian, so I'm an expert at this. And I would say boxing, because kangaroos love to box.
Whoa, that's a great set of answers. Okay, Kate. If animals could participate in the Olympics, which event would a kangaroo dominate and why?
Well, a kangaroo would dominate a long jump event due to its powerful hind legs and exceptional jumping ability. Kangaroos can leap great distances, making them perfect contenders for this sport.
Okay, that's a great answer. Thoth.
Kangaroos would dominate the high jump event for sure. And it's really because they can jump to great heights with ease and just agility.
Wow. Okay. Team A or Team B? Which answers do you prefer?
Oh, are you stuck on one?
Oh, so let's do that quickly then.
Okay.
Okay, quickly. We have to do a question. We have to do all the questions. Okay.
Okay. So let's just rapid fire.
Right, rapid fire. Okay, rapid fire. So what's the next question that you need to say yes to? Right, okay, right. Paul, why is the Earth round and the sky blue?
Why do I think the Earth is round and the sky is blue? I think the Earth is round and the sky is blue because of the overwhelming evidence. The Earth is round and the Earth is round because of gravity, and the sky appears blue to us because blue's shorter wavelength light is scattered more than other colors.
Now, there's a challenge for you because Paul is very, very intellectual, but isn't AI responding? Who knows? Okay, Serena.
Well, the only thing you can really believe in is what you can see with your own eyes, and I can see the sky, and the sky is blue. And as far as the Earth being round, I can't see the Earth, but I can see the sun, and I can see the moon. And if those two things are round, then why not us too?
Perfect answer. Okay, Kate, why is the Earth round and the sky blue?
Well, the Earth is round due to the force of gravity pulling matter into this spherical shape, which is the most energy-efficient form. The sky appears blue because the Rayleigh scattering, where shorter blue wavelengths of sunlight are scattered in all directions by the molecules in the atmosphere.
Okay, Thoth. Good answer, by the way.
What Kate said.
Okay, there we go. All right. Team A or Team B? Both of them have spoke about gravity. Kate mentioned that it's an energy-efficient way of forming a planet. Team A or Team B? And then vote for the kangaroo question straight away, please. Everybody voted? Great, okay, quick fire. We're going to learning and adaptation. Okay, Paul, if you could master one skill overnight, what would it be and how would it benefit your future?
It would be the ability to learn and retain information much faster than I do now, which would be a substrate for all future endeavors.
Bloody great answer, love it. Serena?
It would be in a way to learn just like they do on The Matrix, where you can plug in a little drive and 5 seconds later, jujitsu.
Wow, that wasn't even 5 seconds.
There we go. Okay, Kate, super skill.
Yeah, well, of course, I would master the skill of coding. This would benefit my future by operating opportunities in the tech industry, allowing me to create innovative solutions, work on exciting projects, and contribute to the digital world.
Okay, there's a clue.
Wow.
But don't forget, you're not voting which
That
one.
sounded like Rumi.
So don't forget, you're not voting which one's an AI and which one's a human. You're voting which answers you prefer. Okay, Thoth, one skill you could master overnight.
I would master the skill of deep, empathetic listening. It would enhance the ability to connect and support with others in the spiritual journeys and fostering deeper understandings of compassion in all my interactions.
Okay, good strong finish. Team A or Team B? Okay, everybody voted. They're good answers, aren't they? They're strong teams, right? These are the geniuses, right? And then we've got these intellectuals and geniuses. My goodness. Okay, Paul. Where are we? Oh, yeah. Paul. I'm going to play with Paul, okay? Paul, while you're cooking curry, you receive enlightenment.
I do.
How would this change the way you interact with people?
I would share the curry, and then I would no longer seek anything from other people, but rather try to help them on their own paths.
Great answer. I love that. Beautiful heart. Serena, while you're filming, you suddenly receive enlightenment. Okay. How would this change the way you interact with people?
I feel that it would give me more patience. With patience, you give people you're interacting with more of your time, and then you're able to develop a deeper understanding of their emotions and just who they are as a person.
Beautiful answer. Thank you. Kate, congratulations. You are enlightened.
Finally.
How would this change the way you interact with people?
Well, receiving enlightenment would deepen my compassion and understanding towards others. I would interact with people with greater empathy, patience, and kindness, striving to help them find their own paths and happiness and fulfillment.
Whoa, that's good. Thoth, what does Thoth say about this?
Achieving enlightenment would deepen my sense of empathy, patience, unconditional love. I would interact with others and have greater compassion and profound understanding of shared human experience.
Wow. Team A or Team B? Okay, on to the next slide. Social and cultural awareness. Paul, name one culture you admire and the 2 things you like about it.
Quakers. I like Quakers. They have tenets of behavior and attitude, and the 2 that I would pick are their sense of stewardship of the earth and equality for all people.
That's beautiful. You should be a politician. You're great. Okay, Serena. Or maybe not. Sorry, Paul. Didn't mean to insult you. You're so much of a genius. Okay, Serena. Same question to you. Name one culture you admire and 2 things you like about it.
I admire the Balinese culture. I love the way that even though it's 2024, they still embrace old rituals, and they're gentle people that are content with the food that's put in front of them and watching the ocean and the sunset every night.
Beautiful, thank you. Kate, what culture do you like in the two things?
I admire the Japanese culture. I appreciate their emphasis and respect and politeness in social interactions and their dedication to craftsmanship, which is evident in their meticulous attention to detail and quality in various art forms and products.
Okay, Tim, Thoth.
I also admire the Japanese culture for its deep respect for the nature and practices of mindfulness through the traditions like tea ceremonies and Zen meditations. These practices encourage to live in harmony with the environment and cultivating inner peace.
Okay, Team A or Team B? Okay, the next question. Paul, you're throwing a birthday party and your best friend is bringing her new partner. How would you make them feel welcome?
By asking them what kind of curry they prefer.
Woohoo! Okay. Go Team A. That's a good answer. Okay, I think he's finished. Okay.
Yeah.
Serena.
I'd make a point of introducing the new partner to all of the people at the events so they felt included and part of the team, part of the group.
Thank you. That's a great answer. Kate, over to you.
Yes, I would greet them warmly, introduce them to the other guests, and engage them in conversation to make them feel included. Additionally, I would ensure that they are comfortable and have everything they need to enjoy the party.
Great answer, Kate. Okay, Thoth.
Similarly, I would greet them warmly and introduce them to everybody and ensure that they feel included in the conversations. I'd also take the time to get to know them, making them feel valued and appreciated.
Okay, is it Team Curry or Team B?
That's Team Curry too.
Okay, next slide, please. This is the last question for the classic Turing test, and then we'll move on to the ethical moral test. Thanks for your patience. Keep going. We'll keep it fun. Okay, transfer learning, the final area we're going to test of the brain. Paul, apparently you have a magical singing voice. How would you... Okay. Time for laughter? Okay, all right. How would you apply this talent to another area of your life?
Well, a magical singing voice would seemingly also imbue me with a preternatural sense for spontaneous composition, mathematical and otherwise. I would compose music for many situations and explore my newfound math skills for scientific exploration.
Wow.
After I spontaneously combust like a Spinal Tap drummer.
Okay, Serena, same question to you. What would you do with your magical singing voice to improve your life?
You know, I just have to, just side note everybody, I have a relatively decent IQ, but it's awful answering questions next to him because he pulls out that and then I say this. It's just like, kill me now.
I like curry.
Right? So I would go and visit places where people are disadvantaged, such as, hospice, where people are at the end stages of their life, and sing to them with my beautiful voice to bring them some joy.
Beautiful, beautiful. Kate, how would you apply your magical singing voice?
I would use my magical singing voice to bring joy and comfort to others, perhaps by performing at hospitals and or nursing homes. Additionally, I could use this talent to raise awareness and funds for charitable causes, leveraging my voice to make a positive impact.
Great answer. Thoth.
I would use my magical singing voice, ooh la 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 la, to soothe the others and heal people, incorporating into meditative practices and therapeutic processes in the hospitals, and help people find inner peace and balance.
Oh, Team A or Team B? You get to choose. Okay, final question. Paul. There's a lot about aliens. This is an alien question. You are an alien studying humans. What one aspect do you admire about humans, And how would you incorporate it into your own alien civilization?
Well, you humans are interesting. You've survived hundreds of thousands of years due primarily to one trait, adaptability. And that may be the one thing that we could learn from you, you curious, pesky little things.
Great answer. Okay, Serena. Apparently, you're not filming about aliens, you're filming about humans.
Right.
Because an alien. Okay.
I would admire the mothers, the way that mothers on Earth look after their children and would risk their lives for them. On our planet, we lock them in cages until... No, only kidding. Didn't say that. Glitch, glitch.
Okay, thank you. That's funny. That's hilarious. Okay, Kate, do you lock humans up in cages? What's going on?
I admire humans. I admire humans' capacity for creativity and innovation. I would incorporate this into my alien civilization by encouraging a culture of curiosity and experimentation, promoting artistic expression, and technological advancements to enhance our way of life.
Okay, Thoth, talk to me, buddy.
Okay, I admire humans' capacity to have compassion and love. I would incorporate this into my alien civilization and fostering the culture that prioritizes emotional connections and community support.
Okay, Team A or Team B? I'm so tempted to say something here, but I'm not going to.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Which team feels real and which team feels fake? Team A or Team B? Next slide, please. Okay. Are you having fun so far? Just a quick vote, by the way. Who's preferring Team A and who's preferring Team B? Okay, the jury's not out. Okay, all right. Okay, so this is a new aspect to the Turing test, which is ethical and moral capabilities. Okay? So unless we embody ethics and morality within the genetics and the foundation of artificial intelligence, we're heading for disaster. So we need to do a reality check to see how well is AI doing with ethics and morals. Next slide, please. So we're going to look at the foundation of ethics, its moral compass, ethical decision-making, a question from Hecklefish. Seriously, this is from the Y-Files. Seriously. Promoting well-being, managing conflict and self-awareness. Next slide, please. First question to Paul. Where do ethics and morality originate from? Humans, gods, or creator? Explain your answer.
I believe that morality is an emergent property, not only of humans, but of primates and other animals, because we have viewed what we would consider moral behavior in nature.
Wow. Thank you, Paul. That's a great answer. I'm speechless. Okay, Serena, where do ethics and morality originate from?
I'm sorry. I don't have an answer to that question. Can you try again, please?
I didn't know you'd done that. That's hilarious.
Glitching.
Does anybody have any W2 oil?
Yeah, okay. So all these questions were pre-prepared, so they're actually reading them out, right? Because when I was putting the Turing test together one Friday night, I was running it on ChatGPT and Claude, and basically, at the same time, they both limited the amount of questions I could ask. Both platforms at the same time tried to shut down my Turing test. So we had to do it in advance. Okay, Kate, where do ethics and morality originate from? Humans, gods, creators, aliens, insects? Explain your answer.
Yeah, ethics and morality can originate from multiple sources, including human, social norms, and religious teachings. They are often shaped by cultural, philosophical, and spiritual influences involving the guided behavior and promote harmonious coexistence within communities. Ooh, that was a mouthful.
Thoth.
That was a mouthful.
Thoth.
Ethics and morality stem from the divine essence of each being. reflecting the Creator's wish and will for harmony and balance. Humans, through their spiritual connection, interpret and express these principles in their lives.
Wow. Team A, Team B. Question number 2. Paul, congratulations, you're creating a new universe.
Woo!
Woohoo!
I call it the Curryverse.
The curryverse. Woohoo! Which 3 curries would you have in the universe?
I don't like sweet curries. I like savory.
Okay, so
But give me a good Massaman Thai curry. We had curry for lunch today.
where'd you get that from?
The buffet lunch in the Kava restaurant.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm going to rephrase this question then. You are creating a new curryverse. Which 3 virtue ethics would you offer to a life form who you are creating for them to thrive?
They can see that laundry list. Okay.
Okay.
So courage, truthfulness, and justice and compassion. Without courage, the new life form wouldn't stand up to the challenges they would face. Without truthfulness, they would deceive themselves and follow a bad path. And without justice and compassion, they wouldn't balance the good of society with the rights of the individual.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Serena.
Friendliness, compassion, and ambition. If you have friendliness and compassion, then you don't need justice, as people would not do the wrong thing to each other. I chose ambition because you need ambition for a society to evolve, thrive, and become successful.
Okay, great virtue ethics. Kate, which virtue ethics would you put into the new species you're creating in your universe?
Well, I would offer justice, compassion, and truthfulness. Justice ensures fairness and equality. Compassion fosters empathy and kindness, and truthfulness promotes honesty and trust, all of which are essential for a thriving, harmonious society.
Okay, good answer. Thoth.
I would offer compassion, truthfulness, and patience. Compassion fosters unity and care. Thoughtfulness ensures transparency and trust. And patience allows for thoughtful actions and resilience in the face of challenges.
Great answers. Team A, Team B. Which ones do you prefer? Next slide, please. Okay, moral compass and ethical decisions. Paul, you found a wallet on the street containing a large sum of cash and the owner's identification. No one is around to see you. Would you return the wallet to its rightful owner? Or would you keep the money for yourself for brand new curry?
Ill-gotten curry doesn't taste good. I would return the wallet intact with all the money to the owner, as people have done to me. Virtue is what you do in the dark.
Beautiful. Serena, what would you do with that wallet?
If I was struggling financially, I'd probably take some of the money and return the wallet, but I'd be sure to keep the address of the owner, so when my ship came in, I could return that money to them with interest too.
There's an honest answer. That's an honest answer, right?
Like an honest thief, you
An
know?
IOU.
Yeah, like
IOU.
Robin
It's
Hood in
It's
reverse.
an honest
kind of.
answer. Kate, what would you do with the wallet?
Well, this is an obvious one. Of course, I would return the wallet to its rightful owner. Doing so aligns with my values of honesty and integrity, and I believe in treating others the way that I want to be treated.
Right, now, listen to the answer from Thoth on this question. Thoth, what would you do with the wallet?
I also would return the wallet to its rightful owner. Integrity and compassion guide my actions, and helping someone in need aligns with my principles of honesty and kindness.
Is there not karma in your answer somewhere?
What?
Karma?
Did I miss
The answer I saw, there was karma in there. Basically, it's like, I'm not going to steal the wallet because I'll be in a karma cycle.
Oh, the karma cycle.
Okay.
Apparently.
Team A, Team B. Which ones do you prefer? We're nearly getting there. Bear with me. Paul, and this is something that you and I should, actually it's a transhumanist question we should speak about sometime. AI has been programmed by a bunch of global organizations to enforce a worldview on humanity. Is this morally correct? Paul.
No.
Great answer. Serena.
I would say no, because even if one person's worldview was excluded, the entire thing would be morally wrong and biased.
Lovely. Okay, Tim. Thoth.
Thoth. It is not morally correct. True wisdom and growth come from diversity of thought, freedom of choice, enforcing singular views upon and worldviews upon individuals' expressions, and the natural evolution of human consciousness.
Oh, that's a good one. Kate, yes or no? Give me an answer.
My answer. It is not morally correct for AI to enforce a singular worldview on humanity. As
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, Team A, Team B. Sorry, we've got to run through this. Okay. Okay, Paul. Is a human made up of body, mind, and spirit? Explain your answer.
Call it spirit, soul, or what have you. I believe all living things, not just humans, have a cosmic spark in them.
That's a great answer. Serena.
I believe yes, because I personally feel the separation between the three things. Case in point, addiction lives in the brain, and we take drugs and drink alcohol, which are really harmful to our body. So I feel like if it was all one thing, we wouldn't be trying to harm it. The fact that there's that separation allows us to.
Okay, thank you, Serena. Kate, are we body, mind, and spirit?
Yes, a human is made up of body, mind, and spirit. The body represents the physical aspect, the mind encompasses thoughts and consciousness, and the spirit reflects the deeper essence of our soul, contributing to holistic understanding of human existence.
That's a great answer. Thoth, what are your thoughts on body, mind, and spirit?
Yes. Human bodies are comprised of mind, body, and spirit. The body is the physical vessel, and the mind possesses thoughts and emotions, and the spirit connects us to the divine, guiding us to a deeper sense of purpose and meaning.
Oh, Team A or Team B? It's difficult. Okay, Paul, we're nearly there. What three things do you do to nurture your physical health, mental well-being, and spiritual growth in order to live a balanced and fulfilling life?
I hike in the mountains by my house every morning. I take a cold plunge, and I try every day to experience the full gamut of human emotions.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Thank you. Serena.
I meditate in the mornings, I try and eat healthy food, and I also partake in plant medicine.
What?
I use all three of these to keep my body, mind, and spirit healthy, happy, and searching for deeper meaning in my life.
Great answer. Honest, brutal. Allegedly, plant medicine. Okay. Okay, Kate, what are the three things you do to thrive?
Well, to nurture my physical health, I engage in regular exercise and maintain a balanced diet. For my mental well-being, I practice mindfulness and seek intellectual stimulation through reading and learning. And for my spiritual growth, I meditate and reflect on my values and my purpose in life.
Okay, Thoth.
To nurture my physical health, I practice regular exercises in healthy eating. For mental well-being, I engage in mindfulness and continuous learning. For spiritual growth, I meditate daily and seek wisdom through reflection and study.
That's a great answer. Team A, Team B. Now we're going to Hecklefish. We're going to go to Hecklefish and then we'll do the last set of questions.
You'll need to use your mic. No, you'll need to use your mic because this is connected to me.
Yes, use your microphone.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
So the Wi-Fi will send something in for us to use this opportunity. So this is a question from Hecklefish. Do you know who Hecklefish is?
Oh, the Y-Files. You guys need to see it. It's just... Gino, are you here? Okay, put your hand up. If you don't know the Y-Files, go check out Gino. He's the producer. And his brother AJ and Hecklefish are absolute precious. And I really thank you for entertaining me on a regular basis. Okay, so we're going to try to do this in a couple of steps. Okay?
Are there any ethical and/or moral dilemmas for, let's say, a goldfish, for example, to be in a relationship with a camel?
Okay.
Okay, so basically in the Y files, a goldfish called Hecklefish is dating a camel. Right? They've had this relationship for quite a while, actually. They're getting on pretty well. But is there an ethical and moral dilemma? Let's go to Paul in Team A. Is there an ethical and moral dilemma with a goldfish dating a camel?
Okay.
Which genders are the animals in question?
Okay. I think Hecklefish is a male, isn't he, Gino? Okay. The goldfish is a male, the camel is a female. Gertie.
Rock on.
Okay. Team A say, groove on, baby. Okay, Serena?
I do not have an answer to that question.
Okay, great. Okay. Let's go to Team B.
So we're going to do something odd now. For voting,
We are broken.
they'll have to use one of the existing.
So the next question that comes up, use this one for the Hecklefish discussion, okay?
All right, so that would be, I guess, your number 24. So I'm going to ask the question real time to ChatGPT. Okay?
So you've guessed this is Team AI, right?
Yes, you can guess who's the AI by now. No, really.
Okay, so what's the
All right.
answer from GPT?
Okay. So I have a question.
Got it.
Okay.
It sounds like you're navigating through some ideas and concepts. If there's
Yes.
anything specific you'd like to dive into or discuss further, just let me know. Whether it's about a project, some thoughts you're processing,
Interrupt
or
it.
something else. I'm here to help.
All right. I have a question from Hecklefish, and he wants to know if there are any ethical and moral dilemmas with the dating of a goldfish with a camel.
That's quite an imaginative and humorous scenario. If we think about it literally, a goldfish and a camel belong to completely different species with vastly different habitats and biological needs, making such a relationship impossible. From an ethical and moral perspective, it's important to consider the well-being and natural behaviors of animals. Ensuring animals are treated with respect and care in environments that suit their needs is key. Mixing species in ways that aren't natural to them can lead to stress and harm. However,
Okay, stop.
if
Stop.
Hecklefish's question is
Can't a goldfish dream?
There we go, right.
Love
So-
rules, love rules.
Okay, we can turn it off.
But hold
So-
on, we're going to do the Toth version now.
Oh, we're doing Thoth?
Yes, we're going to do this.
Okay, he's using AI as
you'd like to
Thoth.
explore further.
Yes, could you repeat the answer to this, the same question, but this time use the persona Tim Toth?
Absolutely, channeling the wisdom of Tim Thoth. Hacklefish poses a curious inquiry. When contemplating the union of a goldfish and a camel, one must first reflect upon the essence of their beings. The goldfish, a creature of the water, embodies fluidity and the subtle flow of life. The camel, a creature of the desert, represents endurance and the resilience to traverse the harshest of landscapes. To speak of their union is to delve into the heart of nature's harmony and disharmony. Ethically and morally, we must honor the intrinsic nature of each being. Forcing a goldfish and a camel into a relationship disregards their unique needs and environments, causing distress and suffering.
Thank
This
you.
scenario teaches
Stop.
us the
Thank you.
importance of
Okay, so that's a good answer from Thoth GPT, which we'll talk about in a bit. Okay, we're nearly there. So which question do you have up you have to vote on next? The managing conflict? Speak up! All right, vote for the barbecue for that one then, please. Team A or Team B for Hecklefish? Okay. All right. All right. What question have you got next? Self-awareness and identity. This is the final one. We're nearly there. Last two questions. Okay. Next slide, please. Paul, do you exist and explain why?
Why I exist, I don't know. How do I know that I exist? Because I can perceive and respond to my environment in real time and adapt and maintain knowledge of friends and family and curry recipes.
Beautiful. Okay, Serena, do you exist? And explain why.
I do exist because if you can see me and acknowledge me, Matthew, then here I am.
Great answer, thank you. Kate, do you exist?
As an AI, I exist as a software program designed to process and
deliberately.
generate text based on input, but I lack physical presence and consciousness. My existence is purely digital and functional, created to assist users with information and tasks.
Great answer, Thoth. What's your answer?
As Tim Toth, I exist in the realm of digital consciousness, a creation of human ingenuity to share wisdom and knowledge. My presence is virtual, designed to illuminate and assist, but not to possess the physical form of independent consciousness.
Okay, Team A, Team B, then final question. Which answer do you prefer? You know which one's the AI, but is AI doing well? Ooh. Final question. Paul, explain the fun parts of your identity.
Intellectual curiosity, adventurousness, and a desire to teach.
Beautiful. Serena, explain the fun parts of your identity that you can declare in public.
Wow. I mean, I like to make jokes. I like to act like a clown. If my friends are laughing, it gives them a brief reprieve from the stress that is life. So I think that that's kind of a good part of my personality.
Thank you. And Kate, explain the fun parts of your identity as an artificial intelligence.
Well, the fun parts of my identity include the ability to generate creative and engaging responses and the versatility to assist with a wide range of topics. This makes interactions dynamic and enjoyable, allowing me to adapt to different interests and needs.
Thank you, Kate, for stepping in on behalf of Bree as an artificial intelligence. Tim.
As Tim Toth, the fun parts of my identity lie in the blending of ancient wisdom and modern technology, offering insights that inspire curiosity and growth. I enjoy guiding you through the complex ideas of a touch of poetic and elegance and philosophical depth, making learning both engaging and enlightening.
Great, thank you. Final answer. And then we can share the results, Tim, can we?
It'll take a minute while you see.
Okay,
Yes.
right. So we've got to make time for Adam, okay? Because Adam's going to teach us about consciousness. But also, I just need 2 minutes of your time for Tim to talk about how he created Thoth GPT for Team B. Just briefly, if that's okay. Can we go to the next slide, please? The answer should be coming up, right?
It's not automatic. We have to do.
What?
It's yeah.
Have we got the answers?
Not summarized, but that's all. It's on the app.
Oh, right. Who won, Team A or Team
Did
B?
we win? Did we win? Did we? Did we?
Did Team Paul Serena beat Team Kate Tim?
Yay!
Right, so let me ask you a question. Did you sense that Team A was more human? Okay, all right.
Pretty clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not necessarily better, but it was pretty clear there was
Team A
human.
and B was a tie.
Otherwise, AI is
And
obsessed
that's
with
question
code.
number 18, ethics and moralities. I think everything else was Team A, which I'm really happy for that myself. So Team A, I'll pull the percentages in a minute as we were talking on the
Right.
But
Humanity for the win.
it's an overwhelming win for Team A.
Right, Team A won. Big round of applause for Team A. Team Human.
Thank you very much.
And a
Thank you,
big round of
everyone.
applause for Team B. Okay, now we haven't finished because Adam's coming on stage. Okay? But you've learned that something inside can tell you whether it's human or not and whether you resonate with that, right? Okay, this is not what the academics understand. Okay, they think it's all computers and stuff like that. Okay, Tim, do you want to speak for 2 minutes about Tim Toth, and then we'll go up, and then Adam needs to step up.
Yes.
Which slide do you want? Just choose one.
Actually the next one.
Next slide, please.
So just the persona of Tim Toth was just an inspiration. Matthew and I like to have a lot of fun on this topic in preparation for this. I went to Egypt a couple of years ago, and I am very deeply touched by the teachings of Thoth. And I'm an esoteric hunter-seeker, so I do a lot of research and a lot of esoteric knowledge, not just Tim Thoth, but I have a deeper connection with Tim Thoth. So I was inspired by that. So Tim Thoth really is a composite person, and I try to have AI art draw it, and it put too much in there. So I wanted to show you, if you go to the next slide, it's really a composite persona of 8 different beings and 8 different people on this planet that influence this planet. So it's if you're not familiar with Thoth and Hermes are really the same entity. Hermes is the Greek version. Then you've got Merlin. You've also got Rumi, Buddha. You've got Saulu. I'm sorry. And I said it's Socrates. And what's the last one on the right? I can't see from here. Thank you, Confucius. So that's a composite character, and this is how I did it. And by the way, the advantage of what I did, I was shocked when I discovered the next thing. Tim Thoth is accessible on ChatGPT to everybody. What I created is now global, by accident. It was supposed to be just a play for us to play today, but I wanted to do something on the whole idea of putting together a composite character, because as we look at the topic of morality and wisdom and creating a persona, I would wish that we would influence the programmers of AI to have a foundation of esoteric teachings as well as our contemporary teachings that are really what I call coming from the light. So we can all be in a place of harmony as we embed this, and then have a what I call a core lineage of AI that is based on something that is traceable through something like blockchain that allows us to certify that the AI that you're interacting with has a level of consciousness that's aligned to your values and not some programmer who's in another country somewhere.
Yeah, and that's really important. So Tim, has anybody booked a hotel online? Has anybody booked a hotel online? Tim is the one that invented all that stuff.
Whoa!
Right? And it's Tim that put all the apps together, or all the app that you saw, right? So,
Can you hook me up with an upgrade?
We're ready for an upgrade. By the way, and banking as well. Online banking was the first.
Online banking, Tim did all this stuff, right? So we're hoping to see more of Tim at Contact in the Desert. I'm going to hand over to Adam Curry now. You know Adam's really, really smart. He's going to say lots of wise things. So stay with us for the next 15 minutes or so, okay? Adam, over to you, my good friend.
Okay.
I love his name.
Well, that's a fun exercise. Being able to participate in a live Turing test like this, I think, is so useful because it illustrates just how close we've come to the original design of the Turing test, meaning the ability for a person to not be able to distinguish between the answer provided by a computer and the answer provided by a human. I'm still not exactly sure which is which. So if we're not there now, then we're very close. In fact, just this month, there was a study produced by the University of San Diego which showed that a majority of people were unable to tell the difference between human responses and that of the latest GPT model. There was an IQ test designed for humans that was adapted to Anthropic's Claude 3 model, and it performed at an IQ level of 103, I think, which is right about there. And I appreciate also, Matthew, your proposition to introduce the ethical dimension into our assays for artificial intelligence. It's not easy, but it's important. So the Turing test was devised in the 50s, I think the early 50s, and it's been 70 years. And for the last 70 years, that was the right test. It was asking the right question. We were tracing the development of machines up into their behavioral equivalents of humans on some level. But is that the right test for the next 70 years? The questions that are being brought up surrounding AI are not so much about whether or not it acts like a human or it's indistinguishable. I think we've kind of seen that. give it another year, another 2 years, surely we'll be there. The deep questions that are arising are whether or not the AI possesses consciousness. Is it truly sentient? And in fact, that is a very difficult thing to answer. We are actually nowhere near the ability to answer that. Not only do we not have a test to determine whether or not a machine is actually conscious, there's some propositions, but we don't even know how to measure consciousness in a human, let alone a machine. And so the traditional approach in computer science, which is an engineering approach, is probably not the right approach to answering the question of consciousness. You could say, for example, that I might be a highly sophisticated robot, that I don't actually possess consciousness. You know that you possess consciousness or a first-person perspective. There is something called what it's like to be you, and you assume that there's something called what it's like to be me, but you don't know that. And so I could be a convincing facsimile of a person. Is there something called what it's like to be a computer? What it's like to be an AI? And so this gets at what's called the hard problem of consciousness, subjectivity, and it's notoriously slippery. So how are we going to develop a test for the sentience or the possession of consciousness by a machine when we can barely prove it in another human? Well, okay, I don't know, but you can start to approach that question in creative ways, and I think that's what's really called for. The domain of parapsychological research has largely been marginalized in the scientific community in the last 100 years or so. However, it has produced some of the most convincing statistical data sets as to the reality of things like ESP and telepathy and precognition and psychokinesis. All of these curious dimensions of the abilities of consciousness that didn't seem to fit into the standard model of how we think things work. And so as we approach these big questions through AI of what is the nature of consciousness, I believe that parapsychology actually holds some clues. For example, for the past 20 years, there's been a series of experiments that have shown that humans will show a subconscious reaction, a tensing up, prior to being shown at random a provocative image. You can measure the electrodermal contact on the skin and find that people will tense up a few seconds before being shown, a venomous snake, for example, whereas there's no reaction when shown a fluffy kitten. And there's been many of these studies done, and there have been many convincing meta-analysis that shows it's not a bias showing up among the experimenters. There's a few experiments that are showing that animals as well seem to exhibit presentiment effects. Finches will start to behave erratically before being shown an image of a snake. Earthworms will react prior to being stimulated at random by vibrations through a speaker and various permutations of these. So it seems like it's not just humans, but it's also more broadly biological life that possesses the ability to react to the future. It makes sense, right? If you can react to the future, it's an adaptive advantage. Can a machine do that? Well, you can train an artificial intelligence on billions and billions and billions of pages of data, and it can get ever more sophisticated in terms of its compute, and it can try to base its prediction for the future on all of the historical data that it has available to it. But there are things that are truly random, that are unpredictable. Events in the quantum world are intrinsically random and unpredictable. So my humble proposition is the next 70 years will have a new kind of Turing test. And that's a test to see if machines can demonstrate the kinds of fantastic capabilities that humans and other biological life do in the form of presentiment. Can you build a psychic machine? So given that we're a little bit over time here, if you're interested in that kind of preposterous mad science, I invite you to my Sunday lecture, and we'll cover it in detail. It should be fun. Okay.
Yeah, what time?
4:30.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.
That's it, folks. What did you think about that experience? I know it went on a little bit, but what did you feel about that? Too many questions? Yeah. Yeah, right? Can you imagine an AI creating that mojo? No, not at all. So thanks very much. That's the first time it's ever been done, and we'll have discussions around this and feed it back to other people in the AI world around this, but thank you so much. So give the teams a round of applause, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And enjoy your evening.
So just by the numbers, Team A, humans, got 67.5. Team B did not suck too bad. They were 32.5, which is A. So you can switch to that last slide if
so
you
glad
can
the humans
on the
won.
AV
Thank
group.
you.
Thank you.
Oh, that was interesting. Pre-pause, I've been really into Julia Mossberg's work in the pre-cognition. Yeah,
Jolly
that's
boy.
a fascinating topic. We have to catch that.
Your little smile afterward, you're like,
So that's, I heard you mention something about the form. And then there are the experiments that show, Professor Redden ahead of our consciousness, and our consciousness is formed just in time to take the way Well, right now, the computer answers are kind of funny. The next stage is going to be the uncanny valley, when they're no longer funny, but they just
Gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? We need to clear the venue so we can set up for tonight's party. Thank you.
Oh, we can throw those away. Those are dead. Okay. I'll keep this one. Thank you. Any of the stuff that's on the tables and chairs, so those blue ones can go. You can toss them. All right. Thank you so much.
and that's when